For more than a decade, the case slept under paper and dust, files stacked in basements, evidence boxes marked with fading numbers. Each detective who touched the case left with the same feeling: too many leads and not enough proof. Then came a new task force, fresh eyes, sharper tools. They reopened every file, every photograph, every phone record. This time, they looked at the data differently, not as chaos, but as a pattern waiting to be drawn. They built digital maps of every phone ping along Ocean Parkway, dots of light that blinked like stars across the screen. One cluster stood out, a group of calls that always appeared near the same neighborhood, a quiet street in Massapequa Park. There lived a man named Rex Hoyerman, an architect, a husband, a father. He took the train to Manhattan each morning. He designed office spaces and spoke in calm, precise tones. No one ever looked at him twice. Investigators began to watch him quietly. Unmarked cars at corners, agents following his commute. He seemed ordinary, too ordinary, but the phone record said otherwise. The calls to the victims came from burner phones, each one traced back to towers near his home, near his office, near the route he drove every day. Still, they needed proof, not just coincidence. One night, a surveillance officer saw him drop a pizza box into a public trash can. They waited, collected it, sent it to the lab. DNA from the crust matched the hair found on the burlap used to wrap one of the victims. After 13 years, the case finally had a face. When the arrest came, it was quiet. Plainclothes officers waited outside his home. He stepped out, holding a briefcase. They called his name once. He turned and froze. The handcuffs clicked like metal punctuation at the end of a sentence. Neighbors watched from behind curtains. They said he always waved, always kept his yard trimmed. They never saw anything strange, except the way his basement light stayed on deep into the night. Inside that basement, detectives found what they had feared: weapons stacked in rows, boxes of ammunition, maps, files, drawings of houses near the beach, search history darker than anyone wanted to read aloud. The news broke within hours. Long Island's secret was a man who built offices by day and kept trophies by night. The photographs filled every channel. The quiet architect, now a name tied to death. Families of the victims gathered again. They cried and prayed and waited for answers. The sea breeze felt lighter that evening, but no one called it closure. It was only the start of another long chapter.